Hello, everybody, and hello, Anna Greta. How are you today?
Thank you. It's warm and nice in Germany, so it's good. A lot to do, but it's nice. Yeah.
Okay, well, the weather here in Geneva is also very beautiful,
Yeah.
and the summer might be going longer than we think. Maybe we will have an Indian summer this year.
Yeah. I love autumn. I love this fresh air and I love this oxygen and I love this. I feel so inspired. I don't know. I love autumn. Yeah.
I do too. I like the smell of the leaves in the forest when you go for a walk and it smells.
Leaves and when they turn golden and it's I don't know like old fields of old energy fields of bringing in the harvest and being outside and it's not so hot you can move. Yeah, I love autumn.
Yeah, all seasons are beautiful, aren't they?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so today we have a guest that you will
Yeah,
be joining. So, do you want to tell us who the guest will be?
it is. This was told me 1 minute ago. Sammy Davis Jr. And we were expecting Victor Hugo, but then Sammy David squeezed himself in front in front of Victor Hugo. And the thing is, I really don't know too much of him. I thought he was great musician, and he was a black guy, and he had that chin, and he has also famous father or son I think, or father. I don't remember. We loved him as a child, but I forgot everything. I don't even did he play saxophone or guitar? I don't know. It's
It was his father who was famous, and he used to act in theater, vaudeville theater. Sammy Davis Sr. was his father.
ooh,
Yep.
okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
Okay, whatever. We just give it a try and see what comes through. Are you ready, Sammy Davis? What an honor. Now you soon have a white butt. Okay, so, okay, let's see how this goes. See
All right.
you later at the end of the session.
See you later.
Hmm. That's quite an opportunity. That's quite a thing. I love to experience. I love to try. Uh, now that nobody has a special vision of me, I can be freely talking through this body. I was a musician at the time. I was a musician in a time where almost only musicians were accepted in society on stage as black people. I knew that. I knew that before I was born, so I was one to make a change. I'm here speaking to you because there is another change going on in your society. I was one of those who loved jazz. I loved the musician. I loved tapping my knees to the rhythm of the music. I was a very lively child. I was influenced by my father. Of course, so art was not a strange thing from me. It did not come out of the blue. When I incarnated, I already had skills as a musician, so that made it for me so easy to get into the hmm, exercise, into the playing instrument. I play several instruments. I love them all. Hmm. Excuse me. Sorry. Are you still there, Matej?
Yes, I'm here. That's fine. How are you feeling? It's okay?
Was he not an actor?
Sorry?
Was Sammy Davis Jr. not an actor?
He was an American singer, musician, dancer, actor,
Okay.
vaudevillian, comedian, and activist who has been called the greatest entertainer ever to grace a stage in the United States. So
Good.
he was everything, really. He was many things.
So because then I'm not totally wrong, because suddenly me as medium goes, oh, he was an actor, he was not a musician, but whatever. So okay, I'm sorry, Sammy Davis. I'm only a human being. Okay. I go back and you just cut it out probably.
Okay,
Can you
fine. Sure, I can do that.
Okay.
No problem.
Thank you so much. You chicken. You chicken. So frightened. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something of my past life. Here on this side, on this own planet, I call it the heaven planet, it has some own rules, some own laws. One of the laws is that you do not have to mix with people you don't feel are in the same spiritual level like you. So you match with those who are on your frequency. You match with those you like. Earth planet is something entirely different, and you all know, my dears, you all know you are still incarnated. Congratulations, you're still incarnated. Yeah, it's something, isn't it? So you down there, you all have to mix. In every street, you have to mix with people you don't like. And the public entertainment, you are mixing with people you don't like. When you go working, you are mixing with people you don't like. So that can be quite entertaining for us. Now you are those we are watching, you are our television over here, and we watch you and sometimes get amused. Well, the mixing with people of other political opinions, for example, sometimes painful for you. See what's going on in USA right now. See what's going on over there. People are forced to mix, but they tried to be only in their own tribe, the Trump tribe or the other tribes. And you come back to the old times of Wigwam, your tribe or the other tribe, and you go back into your instincts, in your deep, almost animal-like state of being. In this almost animal state-like being, you say they or we. So, victory or capitulation. Everything or nothing. That's like little children think. You beat him the shovel on the head, and this is your sand cake and not his sand cake. Hmm. Hmm. I'm going to tell you right now, this is a time where you have to overcome those old-fashioned tribe thinking. This is like falling back in history. This is like starting from the beginning, learn nothing. This is a place where you should be aware that you have to overcome old rivalries. Old rivalry is so old-fashioned. Understanding each other is what Jesus preached, what teachers tell to the children, but adults of 50 years don't get it. So now stop that, every one of you, stop that thinking in rivalry. This, what you do with your heads, with your kids, with your environment, that's what you're doing right now, is making the prisons bigger, the prisons of your minds bigger. Reach out to the other, forget about politics, help each other with shopping tour, help each other with a garden work or a shovel or whatever he needs. Greet them and send them a smile. Now there is so much you have in common. There's so much that you should share. And see him as what he is, human being from the same tribe as you, because you are all from the same tribe. Don't take it all so serious about life or death. Your small little life is only a few years, and then you come back and you see what idiots you were. This, what's going on in USA right now, reminds me very much of my old times when I was a black man and I had to fight for my appreciation. Well, I knew to trick you and cheat you out. I knew how to make you laugh. I knew how to make you smile. I was just following my creative nature. And creative nature is what is helping you out. Refuse to think the old thoughts. Refuse to think what you thought yesterday. Buy a paper from the paper shop that you would never read, that you wouldn't even touch, and find something inside that you would like to read. Find something that touches you. The old wars should be over. Now you can see who of you can let go the old anger. Who of you can move on? Sooner or later, you are on my planet, the heavens planet. Then you can be with all those who are on your frequency. But right now, your biggest enemy is your biggest teacher. Get over that old fighting habit. Just let it go like an old coat. Not everything what is old is bad, but in that time you are all renewing yourselves. This whole planet is going through like a washing machine. You get that. You get that it's time to wash out the old dirt of this planet. If I was incarnated now, what would I do? I would make my good old nonsense on stage. I would invite Trump supporters and Democrats to the same party. I would make speech rallies. I would make convents where people meet each other and speak in respect. What they're thinking, what they are heard. It's not the question if you get over white and black. It's not the question if you go over hardworking or being a freaky artist. It's just going over hatred. It's just going over hatred. Use your imagination to make peace. If you can't be a president to bring the people together, you can do it every morning on your breakfast table. Close your eyes for a minute and be the president of your dreams and of your be the president of your fantasy who can create scenes where everybody hugs everybody, and it will become reality because whatever you create with your mind will be true. If we have 1 million presidents who every morning visualize that they are hugging somebody they don't like, or that make enemies hug each other, the Muslims and the Christians, Native Americans and white supremacists, artists and bankers, whatever comes in your mind, make them hug each other in fantasy. If 1 million people do that every morning, the world will change overnight. Well, that was just a short message I wanted to show up. I'm still on a stage. I'm on my own planet stage, and I'm still doing creative dances, but I still be in relationship with musicians and other artists. So I'm still doing this. I'm doing this not for money. We were interrupted. There's also something on Earth planet. You get interrupted. You can't follow what you wanted to do. You get distracted. You're losing focus. This is so planet Earth. But it's not the time to make fun about you. I lived on this planet, so I know what's it about. So you dears, please, when you mix with the other people around you, try to give them a hug in your mind, and it will make a difference. Hug the white, hug the black, hug the priests, hug the Ku Klux Klan. Best wishes to KKK. My dears, everything looks different from this side. It's a play. Play well. Play fair. Take care. Sammy Davis Sr.
All right. So a message of peace and a message for us to work together, even though we are on different sides, different clans, as he says, or tribes. Yep. He was an activist for peace and becoming all brothers and sisters, and putting aside our differences and looking at our common beliefs and values.
Yeah, it must, for the black activists, it must be heartbreaking that they are falling back seemingly nowadays. But we have to overcome that. in these times.
Yes, and I think in the United States right now it's becoming very polarized because next election is coming. So maybe that's why he wanted to get a message across for us to become closer and overcome our differences, because it's a difficult time for the Americans.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think he lived in hard times, but I think he was a master of overcoming those divisions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
With jokes, he did it with art, he did it with intelligence, he did it with music, so they loved him.
Yes, he was very, very appreciated.
Yeah.
And he is missed, but luckily he can come through with a message like that today.
Yes. Yeah.
It was nice to him.
Yeah. Or do you have still a question for him? Maybe he's still there.
Yes. What would he say that we have most in common? We have our differences in opinions. You know, some people are on the left, some people on the right. But what must we focus on as common values that we can really say, okay, we are one tribe. We're not many tribes.
You have in common that you all come from a tribe. You all come from one tribe, one original tribe from the spiritual world. That's what you have in common. You all come from the source, from God. That's your biggest thing you have in common, your biggest thing. And after all, you all have your imagination, which is your tool, very often misused tool and not even used tool. You have a heart beating that wants to be happy. You have the longing for standing up for your rights. You have the longing for get clearance. You have a longing to be joyful. Tell me what you do not have in common. There are some messed up ideas in your head. That is what dividing you, and this is encouraged by some people who are not very nice. Gentlemen or gentlewomen. So forget about all that shit and see what you have in common. Get over those old concepts and make this planet a better place to be, so that not so much of you wish to say bye-bye and cross over to me, where they can be with only those they like. And sometimes you will wish to get back on Earth, just to feel and smell the smoke in a pub, or to have a beer and get drunk, feel pain, can be joyful. Everything you experience right now can be wishful for us. So not only you dream from heaven, but we sometimes dream from earth. And this collective idea living on this earth, that's what you have in common. Yes. Something else, monsieur?
Well, we could maybe ask Mr. Davis what message he has for the Black community today in the United States, and for the people who tend to go to the streets and demonstrate. What should be their message?
Brothers, don't give up, brothers. Don't fight with blood. Fight with your spirit. Fight with your knowledge. Fight with your mindset. Don't make them call you the crazy, wild, violent black people. Use your black power, but don't forget in the next incarnation you can be white, or you was white. So don't take it too serious. Don't take it too serious. Smile at them. Remember my smile. You train your smiles. A real smile from the heart is irresistible. Know your talents, and they will bend their knees towards you. Now, it doesn't always have to be sports and music. Be doctors, be scientists, be artists. Do whatever you want to do, and you will have the natural respect. Because the time of racism is like a dead fish, it will stink soon. Get rid of that. Be smart. That's enough. That's okay. Yeah, we must always think it costs the spirits also it costs them also something to get through. So it's energy.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. Well, I think his message was clear enough, and so we will now share it with those people who will benefit from it, and hopefully they'll see the wisdom and the love in his message.
Very nice. Racism is a dead fish. It will stink soon, so it's time to throw it away.
Absolutely.
Bye-bye, dears.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Anna Greta. Thank you, Sammy Davis Jr.
Thank you.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.